So welcome to the meditation. I'd like to invite everybody to get situated in your seats. Do any shifting around that you need to do, any adjusting of your clothes to get comfortable. Just gonna shift around, letting our body know that this is the time we are going to go within for a little while. Body starts to remember what to do just by our muscle memory. So again, let's just go ahead and start with a little bit of the peripheral vision, just to take in our surroundings, just staring kind of straight ahead, letting your head be in a relaxed position. Just see how much of your peripheral vision you can take in. How far on the sides can you see? Without moving your eyes, just taking it all in. Being aware of your breath as well as you're doing this, just observing it. And again, on the peripheral, just how far towards the ceiling and how far towards the floor can you see all at the same time. Observing any little landmarks in your space to kind of give you an idea of really how amazing our wider vision is. Now when you look at any parts of your body through your peripheral vision, it brings a little bit of a shift in awareness, something that we're not quite used to. Just going to continue to relax into the space. So we will go ahead and take in a nice deep breath in through the nose. So you have it in, go ahead and hold on to it for just a few moments. And then just exhale. Take in another really deep breath in through the nose. And hold it for a moment. And then exhale. And one more deep breath in. And hold it. And then if your eyes are still open, if you're comfortable letting them be closed, as you go ahead and exhale now, and let the eyes just gently close with the breath out. You can always leave the eyes just slightly open, unfocused if you're more comfortable that way. We're just going to breathe regularly for a moment, but always keeping our awareness of it, watching where the air enters through the nose, noticing the sensations in the body, the chest or stomach rise, and that space where it switches from an inhale to an exhale. Just noticing how being aware of our breath naturally brings a calmer state to our body. So tonight we're going to do a tense and release to relax the body deeply. So just nice and gentle. Don't want to force anything painful tonight. Just kind of crumple up your toes. Just pull your toes in a little, if you're able to. Whatever your body says is okay. And just hold it for a second, and then release it. And then on your next inhale in, go ahead and scrunch up the whole foot. And hold it in, hold it with the breath for just a moment. And then go ahead and release. Feel free to shift the body at all if you need to. And then on another inhale, we're going to tense the legs all the way up to the waist. The calves, the thighs, the quads, everything. And hold it in with the breath, observing what that feels like and the tension, and then just relax, let it all release. So again, crumpling up on an in-breath all the way from the toes, all the way up around our waist, our torso and abdomen. Just hold it for a second, and then go ahead and just release. Exhale, let the body just relax into a natural state. Just continuing up, we're going to go ahead and tense all the way from our toes, all the way up through our back, our chest. You can throw your arms in there. Just hold it all for a second with the breath. And then go ahead and exhale and just let it all go. And on another inhale, all the way up with the toes, the legs, the chest, the arms, the neck, and even scrunching up into your face, scalp, forehead, and ears. And just hold it all. A little tension, muscles flexed or tightened. This is going to be our last one, so if you can hold it for just a couple extra seconds, go for it. And just let it all melt away. Just relaxing gently into our seats. Just notice how your body feels. If there's any place in your body that's still holding any tension or discomfort, go ahead and just imagine as if your breath is going right in through that spot. Just breathe into it. Maybe hold a little bit of breath and tension there. And then on the exhale, just invite it to relax more deeply. Still paying attention to our breath, noticing how every in-breath in, imagine a white light, golden white light just entering your body as the breath, bringing a cleansing, healing energy, directing it right to whatever spot in your body is calling for it. And then on the exhale, just allow all the tension to leave your body with it, just letting it melt away. Just leaving your body more and more deeply relaxed. On your next inhale, just allow any thoughts of the day, of the week, the past, of the future, just to come to your awareness, and then allow them to just roll out of your head, out of your consciousness, leaving an empty space where they were. Just allowing each breath to take us more deeply into a state of relaxation, fully into this present moment. So tonight we're going to bring the heart and the brain into coherence. We're going to do the breath. We're imagining as if there was a large nose right over the space where your heart is on your chest. We're going to breathe in the same space and pace of our exhale. Breathing in, you can count in your head if it helps. So about a 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just going to do that for a minute or two. Focusing our breath going right into that heart space. And being aware that we keep the inhales equal to the exhales. This allows both the brain and the heart, their energy patterns, pulses, frequencies to line up. Just continue doing that on your own. Some people like to count, some people just like to guesstimate. So when we're able to do this, it creates the same physiological state that transcendental meditation creates. It's where if you measure on a EEG or an EKG, the waves come into synchronicity. This allows us to go into a deeper state of mental relaxation. Now, in this space, with our focus on our heart, our theme for this week was judgment, specifically judgment around others. The idea is that we separate the person, their energy, their soul, from any deeds, whether we label them good or bad. Just observe the inherent spark of life. Whatever you believe that comes from or is, I believe the spark of life is the spark of the divine, the infinite. We call it spirit or God. But what it is so big that it doesn't matter what we call it. So with our focus on ourselves, we bring to mind somebody that elicits a feeling of just unconditional love. Someone could be living or non-living, someone we know or someone we admire. It can be an animal, it can be a plant, it can be anything that just brings to mind, or more importantly, the feeling in the heart space of unconditional love. We just acknowledge that energy that's within that person, seeking what all that energy is, just experience, expansion, acceptance, community, well-being, contentment. And then we just let it go, the nod in our awareness. And then, as if that image is looking back and seeing the same spark, desires within you, just knowing that at the core of all of our being, ultimately we all desire the same thing. When we get below the surface, so then if you're comfortable doing so, I invite you just to imagine that same energy, that same loving consciousness within the center of your being, to just reach out as if like the surface of the ocean, reaching out from the center of your heart space 360 degrees, and just imagine as it reaches out from the center of your universe, right where you are, just reaching out through the neighborhood, the area that you're in. It just connects with that same part of that essence of everybody, every living creature, organism, and even the non-living, even the rock at the core of its atoms, its subatomic particles, it's all an energy. Allow your energy to expand and reach out beyond the neighborhood, beyond the city, the state. Just sending that acceptance of all that is. Knowing that ultimately all of this life force, life energy comes from the same place, returns to the same place, really just is always in existence. We're just allowing it to. It's really more just bringing our awareness to where it is. We imagine it reaching out, connecting with all. It's really just our awareness reaching out, connecting with it all, because by nature, it already is connected with everything. So as far as we can allow our imagination to reach out till that circles the entire globe. Even just allow it to expand that awareness throughout the heavens, all the way to the edge of the known universe and beyond. Same energy that existed before time will always exist. The physicists will tell us that it can never be destroyed. It only changes form. Knowing the same for our consciousness. Just allow all that awareness of all of space, all that is, just to come back towards you. Bringing an understanding, maybe a sense of awe, how far our imagination can reach. Essentially, it's a little piece of us that's actually reaching that far, allowing it to come back into our center space. Knowing that every thought of well-being and good wishes, uplifting intent, affects this field of consciousness. Bringing back a sense of safety, well-being, knowing that that part of us is the part that can never be destroyed. Just acknowledging that that lives within the center of every cell, every molecule, every part of our body holds that same spark of life. And it's connected with all of life. So as we bring that back in, on behalf of the universe, I say thank you for the positive intent. And I encourage you to offer yourself thanks and gratitude for taking this time, being open-minded and going within. Taking time for yourself, which ultimately benefits everybody. With the thought of peace and thanks and gratitude for yourself, I invite you to bring your awareness back into the space around you. Maybe shifting your body a little gently. We're just going to bring our attention back into the room. As you're comfortable, go ahead and open your eyes if they're still closed. Thank you.